Hey yo, what's poppin'? Honeydew dumplings and melons. It's your favorite Supreme Leader, Cameron. And today we're going to be looking at the best shooting badges in NBA 2K21. First of all, we're going to be going through the tiers and what each badge does, and then I'll be giving you a few different situations on how I would upgrade a few different players. So that hopefully you guys can watch this video through all the way, maybe just listen to it, play some NBA 2K21, and then, understand the badges a little bit better, hopefully, and then know which badges to put on your player. Now, it doesn't matter how many badges you have, I'm sure I'm going to go through which different ways you can finesse it so you get the most out of your badges. But before we get into the video, guys, if you could smash that like and subscribe button, as well as comment down below any questions you might have. I'm happy to help any of you guys in the comment sections. I try to reply to every comment, so if you have any questions about how you should upgrade your player, just feel free to comment that down below and smash that like and subscribe button. Also, check out bballcases.com if you guys are looking for high quality NBA or NBA 2K phone cases. There'll be a link in the description. So as you guys can see, we're in this little the badge thing right now, and we're gonna go through the tiers of badges. So starting off the video right now, we have all the tier 1 shooting badges in my opinion on the screen. That is catch and shoot, Hall of Fame, or just catch and shoot in general. This boosts the chance of hitting a jump shot immediately after a catch. So if you're any type of player that's trying to shoot the ball off the catch, or if you're in any situation where you're trying to shoot the ball and you need to shoot it off the catch and shoot is going to give you a huge boost. And this means that catch and shoot shots are much more likely to go in than shots off the dribble. So let's say you're a playmaker, you're dribbling, and you go for the step back, you're going to have a much lower chance of hitting a shot than a catch and shoot shot, because catch and shoot is giving everyone such a gigantic boost. Now, Deadeye Hall of Fame reduces the impact of a defender who is closing out. This does two things, okay? So, jump shots taken with a defender closing out receives less of a penalty from a shot contest, as this includes both mid-range and three-point shots. So, pretty much, if a shot is 50% covered, you have a higher chance of hitting it than someone that doesn't have Deadeye, okay? Also, people have noticed that Deadeye throughout the years sometimes affects the way the shot contest actually works. So, let's say you have Hall of Fame Deadeye and a shot is 60% contested. Maybe if you didn't have Hall of Fame Deadeye, the shot would have only been 70 or 80% contested. So there's a lot of effects that Deadeye does. It definitely allows you to shoot in people's faces and definitely allows you to shoot through contest. So that's why Deadeye has to be a tier 1 badge. If someone's getting a closeout, then Deadeye is here for you. Now, difficult shots is a questionable badge to put in this tier 1 list because it is very situational. This badge improves the ability to shoot difficult shots off the dribble. So this includes spins, step backs, and pull-ups, on fading shots as well, shots of hop steps. All these kinds of shots go under difficult shots, pretty much anything that is fading. Now, here's the thing, right? Because a lot of shooters, if you're like a stretch big, generally you're trying to go for this step back shot and shoot standing, which in that case difficult shots is not going to activate. It only really activates when you're leaning or fading and not on balance, which most people, they're trying to take shots when they're on balance. However, there are people that are more shot creators and they're looking for the fading shots, the step backs, the hop steps, and that's why I had to put this badge as a thing, because shot creators rely on this badge. This is pretty much their badge. If you're a shot creator, this is a tier 0 badge. Now moving on to Hot Zone Hunter. Again, this is definitely a tier 1 badge. It boosts the shot percentage for attempts taken in a player's favorite spots. Shots are taken in a player's hot zones are given a boost. So if you've got hot zones and you have Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter, you're already getting a boost because it's your hot zone, and now you're getting an even larger boost because you've got Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame. So if you have a hot zone, there's like a 100% chance you're hitting that shot open, okay? And you've got Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame, and then you combine these with badges like Deadeye, catch and shoot, difficult shots, range extender, and then all of a sudden you're hitting some crazy shots because you've got your Hot Zone Hunter activating, which is giving you a huge boost. It's already a hot zone, you're fading, so difficult shots is activating. It's a tiny bit contested, so it's kind of a crazy shot, but it's still gonna go in because you've got so many boosts. Obviously, range extender allows you to shoot from deep. Everyone loves being able to shoot from deep. Shooting from deep just widens up the floor. Off step backs and stuff, you've got so much more opportunity to create a lot more space. And then if you can step back, shoot from there, your defender has to come come out further and you can beat them off the drive far easier. Now the problem with badges like difficult shots, Deadeye, and range extender is that you're going to need a high 3 to be able to actually utilize these badges, because badges like hot zone hunter and catch and shoot, if you're in that low 60 70 3-point shot, then these badges are a must. If you can put these on gold, you know, these badges are going to be able to give you a much better shooting experience, because you know you can barely shoot, and with these badges you're getting a nice catch and shoot. It's a nice easy shot, maybe in the corner, and your hot zone's activating, so all these badges are giving you boost. If you're on a 63-point shot, no matter what, if you have range extender Hall of Fame, you're still not hitting it from limitless range. If you have Deadeye Hall of Fame, you've got a 63-point shot, then you're probably not hitting the contested shot. And if you've got a terrible mid-range or fading shots, then chances are you're not hitting the difficult shot. So that's why with these 3 badges, I only recommend if you have a high shot, but if you have a low 3-point shot, then catch and shoot and hot zone hunter are gonna do you wonders. Now, moving on to the tier 2 shooting badges. Again, this is all in my opinion. We got corner specialist, pick and popper, tireless shooter, and steady shooter. Now, these all pretty situational type badges. As I said, if you guys are trying to shoot corner threes, if you're a spot up shooter, then this corner specialist is obviously a must. Okay, corner specialist gives you a huge boost for shots taken near the corner, which is the corner 3. You can be a little away from the corner, but preferably you want to be in the corner for this badge to activate, and it's going to give you an absolutely gigantic boost to shoot threes in the corner. And combine that with a badge like catch and shoot and hot zone hunter, you're gonna have a pretty low 3-point shot and still be hitting shots from the corner. And then we've got tireless scorer gold. Obviously tireless scorer is just an absolutely amazing badge for anyone that's trying to dribble. For anyone that's trying to dribble, you don't need this badge, okay? Because if you're dribbling, then you're gonna be fatigued and tired by the time you actually finish your clip and you're ready to take your shot. Or if you're just trying to drive to the paint and then you come back out, you're trying to reset your offense, you've been running around, you're in transition, you're tired, this shot's not allow you to hit the shots even though you're tired. If you've got Gatorade, it doesn't matter. You're gonna be able to hit the shots because tireless shooter is gonna help you out. Then steady shooter reduces penalties for contested shots and bonuses for open shots. It's just like a less effective Deadeye. Obviously, this description sounds a lot better than Deadeye. However, it just does not give you as much of a bonus as you think it might, okay? It's still a good badge though, obviously giving you bonuses to shots that are contested as well as shots that are open is still a great badge. And pick and popper silver is honestly a must for stretch bigs. If you guys are going for pick and pops are deadly, bro. Pick and pop, dimer, it's all giving you huge boost. But the reason it's tier 2 is obviously because it's only for stretch bigs. If you're a point guard, you're not using pick and pops, so that's why it goes into this tier 2 category. Now, moving on to the tier 3 shooting badges, in my opinion, we're going to start off with deep fades, okay? This improves the chance of you making a post fade away from deep range. Obviously, this is a badge you don't want if you're a post scorer or something like that, or someone that's trying to take fadeaways. However, for most people, this is just not a useful badge, and that's why it's in the tier 3 category, which is a really, shouldn't consider. Maybe put it on bronze or something if you're feeling like it, but not a badge you really want to prioritize for most people. Hot start, green machine, clutch shooter, okay? These are all badges that are going to give you very situational type boosts, the same as volume shooter, okay? All these badges are going to give you different boosts in different situations. So hot start improves players shooting ability after the first shot until a miss occurs. So pretty much if you hit your first shot, then you're going to receive a huge boost on your second shot, an even bigger boost on your third shot. And this badge is going to help you keep consistent, okay? People that are trying to go through these quick 21-0 games on the twos and trying to just go up for 100 streaks, hot start is a must, because if you can get off to the quick hot start, then you're going to get huge boosts. Green machine, if you're getting a lot of greens, it's going to give you boost for consecutive greens. So after you get the first green, the next one is going to have a higher chance of going green. The next one is going to have an even higher chance of going green. Combine these two badges, you green your first shot, and then you've got huge advantages, okay? But then again, if you don't make your first shot, and if you're not greening, then the badges are useless. So they give you very big boosts, however they're very situational. Same as clutch shooter, increases the ability to knock down shots in clutch moments, okay? This is obviously going to give you boosts in clutch moments. However, unless you're at the end of the game and the game's not very clutch, you're not getting a boost. So if the game's tied, then you might want it on bronze so that you can get that extra boost, because this will give you huge boosts, okay? These situational type badges are giving you very large attribute boosts that are very significant and will impact your shooting percentages a lot. However, they're very situational, so they're not activated all the time. Flexible release reduces the penalty suffered for mistimed jump shots and releases. Again, this is pretty situational. If you're not able to time your jump shot and you have a sharp, then maybe you chuck this on Hall of Fame and just hope for the best, okay? All you can do at that point is just pray that flexible release bails you out when you're not able to time your jump shot. Maybe it's good if you're delayed or something, but if you're a good player, then you're not really going to prioritize this badge. Volume shooter boosts shot percentage as shot attempts occur through the game. So if you're someone trying to take all the shots in a game and trying to go for 21 points game after game after game, maybe you want to chuck your volume shooter on like silver or bronze or something like that. Again, once these badges activate, green machine, hot start, clutch shooter, volume shooter, you're going to get huge boosts. But the problem is they're just hard to activate and hard to maintain keeping them on because the requirements are so difficult to achieve. Now for the pretty much absolutely useless badges, we have Ice in Veins, which improves a player's free throw percentage during critical moments. We have Pump Fake Maestro, which decreases the penalty that comes from shooting pump fakes. And we have Slippery Off Ball, which it strengthens the player's ability to get open off the ball. All three of these badges are pretty useless, to be honest. The only use really is Slippery Off Ball, which can help you if you're not a shooter. I guess some people might like it if you're in Pro-Am and you're trying to run around a ton of screens off ball and get open. The only time I really use this if you have one shooting badge and you're like a slasher, you have no chance of hitting an open shot, and maybe this badge can give you some faster animations so that you can, you know, get open off ball and get some cuts and stuff like that. But other than that, these badges are absolutely useless. Okay, so now we're going to go over some ways that I would upgrade different builds. So let's say I'm a sharpshooter type build. I would definitely go catch and shoot Hall of Fame, corner specialist. Now, if I'm a sharpshooter, this may be a little controversial, but I actually wouldn't put my too many points into corner specialist, and I may leave it on silver or gold, considering if you're a sharpshooter, your 3 is probably already ridiculously high, to the point where having corner specialist isn't going to make too much of a difference, considering your corner shots are almost guaranteed anyway. Then I'll definitely go Deadeye Hall of Fame, Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame, Range Extender Hall of Fame, difficult shots. Now again, this is one you could maybe leave off or you maybe put on depending on how your build works, which is difficult shots Hall of Fame. Now it depends how much you run around, okay? If you're running around a lot, then you may want to stick on Tyler Shooter. I want to go for Hot Start Silver, Green Machine Silver, and Clutch Shooter Silver. In my opinion, this is a nice little spread where you've got a lot of badges that are activating all the time, some situational type badges. You've got difficult shots Hall of Fame if you want to take the faders. You've obviously got limitless range Hall of Fame if you want to take some deep shots. Deadeye for contested. This is a really good badges for like someone with a high 3-point shot, maybe a guard type build or something like that. Now, if you're a stretch big, we're going for like the pure stretch big type build, obviously. I'd prioritize catch and shoot Hall of Fame. Now, I'd probably go corner specialist Hall of Fame just because your 3-point shot is a little bit lower. You want those corner shots to be 100% guaranteed. Deadeye, range extender, all your tier 1 shooting badges. However, if you're a stretch, I would not go with difficult shots just because your 3-point shot is probably a little bit lower. You're not really looking to shoot difficult shots. Your advantage is shooting over people and not really fading, okay? If you're a guard, you might want to fade to create the space. If you're tall, you already have the space because you're tall. So these badges are pretty much the essentials, and then I'd probably go pick and popper, at least gold, if not Hall of Fame. Considering your stretch, you can set a lot of screens, tireless scorer, steady shooter, and then probably hot start, green machine, and clutch shooter all on bronze. That's how I would do a stretch big. The reason I'm putting steady shooter on is because it's giving you an extra bonus on contested shots and open shots. So if you're a little bit taller, you're activating all these badges, you're going to be able to shoot through the contest a lot better. Now for a player that's maybe, maybe you're 50-50 playmaking, sharp shooting, any types of builds that's focusing on their dribbling and like they're the main star on the offense, then I'd probably go for more along the lines of these kinds of badges, okay? So this is like for your shot creator builds, your playmaking shot creators, playmaking sharpshooters, all those kinds of builds. I'm probably looking more along the lines of these badges. Now obviously if you're not shooting catch and shoots, you don't need catch and shoot. Tireless scorer is definitely going to give you a huge advantage if you're trying to dribble. If you're trying to dribble and shoot, you need tireless scorer. I said this before. Difficult shots. If you're dribbling, I'm guessing you're more of a guard. You don't want those faders, step backs, all those kinds of crazy crafty shots. Range extender is just going to help you because if you can have more range, then you can draw the defender out further and it's going to be easier for you to dribble. Deadeye is a must. Hot zone hunch is a must. And then again, these situational type badges are just going to help you, give you huge boosts. And if you're the star of the offense, chances are you may be playing with a big man on the twos or something like that. You got a lot of screen setting for you, probably going to be taking the majority of the shots, and you can chuck on that volume shooter Hall of Fame. Once that activates, once you start seeing that badge, you're going to start hitting a lot of shots. And for the last type of build, the builds that are like, you're just a little spot up shooter, but you're nothing crazy. Like, you can kind of shoot, but shooting is not your priority. Boom. These are the 3 badges you need, okay? Maybe Deadeye, Silver, Range Extender, Silver. Maybe like some bronze badges like this. Looking anything kind of like this is going to be what you're really looking for when you don't have too many shooting badges. As you guys can see, this would be 18 shooting badges. But anything like this, if you're not too much of a shooter but you still want to be able to shoot, hit those shots, again, I always recommend these situational type badges just at least on bronze, because if they're activating, they're giving you huge advantages. Probably wouldn't take volume shooter though, especially if you're just a spot up. But tireless short shooter is always good towards the end of the game, so is close shooter. So guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like and subscribe button. It really does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. And either way guys, I'm out. See ya.